Rachel,
How are ya?
good. How you doing?
Good. Really good.
Good. Yes. Wow. Where are you at with your body now? You look. I even see a difference from last time I talked to you.
I am amazing, actually. I am in total down 21 inches and 22 pounds.
Wow, that's incredible.
And what's really cool is in a lot of places, the inch measurements weren't dramatic, but right across my waist was 8.75. I was very inflamed and bloated.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
8.75 just in my gut.
Yeah, that's literally how much fat was just literally surrounding your belly, your waist. That is wild.
It's been so many things. I started making a list of all my wins because there were so many. So I started Fast 40 at the end of December, and now we're here in March 11th. I started at 158.8 pounds. I'm down to 136.5. I'll tell you, my original goal was 138, and I didn't think that was possible. I'm like, well, that'll be cute. We'll see if I hit it. And really did not think that was in the realm of possibility. And that just shifted my goal a little bit so that I wanted to be in the 135 to 136 range. And here I am, 136 and a half. So that's been incredible. In the 40 days, I lost 15 pounds and 15 inches. And now I'm at a total of 70, I think, 71. I'm at 22 pounds, 21 inches.
That's wild. So that's a very short time frame. What have you noticed about your health? I want to know about the changes with you.
Yeah, so the thing that's been the most remarkable is my brain and how sparkly it is, how much more access I have to my thoughts and words. It's like just so bright and shiny, and I just never knew that was available to me. Now that I have this awesome brain, I don't want to give it up. So I'm gonna be taking care of it for life because that was the thing I didn't expect that I'm really loving.
So I'm wondering if people would even know what you're even talking about. Why would your brain be more sparkly? Why would losing weight cause that?
Well, I think part of it was the diet itself, just eating healthy, avoiding sugar, reducing or eliminating inflammation. All my neural pathways are just on fire.
Rachel, there's a lot of people who don't eat sugar and eat right that don't have their brain working better. There's something that's much bigger than all that reason your brain is working better.
Would it be hormones?
Yes. But specifically, back in December, your hormones were using sugar as a fuel source. Now that you're using fat as a fuel source, fat has 9 calories per gram versus 4 of sugar or protein. So you literally have more than double the energy for your brain than the average person who's burning sugar. So this isn't just removing sugar. Your hormones are literally using fat as a fuel source. And so you're literally having a higher IQ when you burn fat versus sugar.
Love that. Yeah,
Isn't that cool?
feel it.
That's so cool. I know. It's very cool.
Yeah, it is. So other benefits in terms of how I feel health-wise, I do have more energy, you're right. And I'm sleeping better. So I fall asleep much faster than I used to. I stay asleep, or if I do happen to wake up, especially with all the water I've been drinking lately, I can fall right back to sleep, which is remarkable. So being able to get a good night's sleep and waking up feeling refreshed and ready to go is magic.
That's major. And I wanted to do this with you because so many people are losing weight by trying to eat right and exercise. How much exercise did you do to lose this 20 something pounds?
0.
None.
2 meals a day were perfect for me. I stayed at the 4 ounces protein, vegetable, and fruit, and I was never hungry. I can remember maybe 3 occasions where I was really getting hungry before my lunch meal, and that was it. Lunch was coming up, so it was no big deal. That was really a surprise that I was always satiated.
Yep, I want people to hear that because Rachel did not starve herself to lose this weight. In 70 days, she was hungry 3 times, and that's an important piece because when you eat the fat off your body, literally that's what's happening, you feel full. So that's why dieting and exercise does not do much to actually reset your body, to actually reset your hormones. I mean, millions of people dieting and exercising are not getting these kind of results. So let's make sure everyone understands what you did was very different. That's very cool. Okay.
Another big surprise. So I was kind of close to a daily drinker. Like I'd have 1 or 2 beers or glass of wine just about every day. I first of all thought it would be hard to stop alcohol. It was not. And then I thought, secondly, I would still continue to crave it. And I do not. I will say what's cool about removing alcohol is I didn't recognize how much brain space that took up in terms of, oh, what am I going to drink? When is in my next drink? Should I drink tonight or not drink tonight? Like all of those questions are now gone. And so that's just freed up my life to make better choices and feel good. And then waking up absolutely crystal clear. You know, a lot of people, when I said I was doing a sugar detox and I'd be eliminating alcohol, they're like, oh, you're going to get the headache or you're going to get angry. You're going to have a hard time. And none of that was true, at least for me. It was really easy. My husband stopped drinking a year ago, so that made it easy too, because I just didn't have a partner to have a cocktail with. But physically, I had no issue removing it from my diet, and I was very satisfied with the replacement of water. And I don't know. You tell me, why was it so easy for me?
So some people do have headaches and that kind of stuff, but it is interesting kind of how you're like, I'm not really even missing it. So here's the important thing, to say it very simply. Remember the whole sugar burner, fat burner? When someone's hormones are seeking sugar, you will drink more regularly. That's it. Alcohol is sugar. Now people go, oh, yeah, but I drink very clean things like tequila. Tequila is sugar. Your body breaks down alcohol into sugar. It doesn't matter whether it has sugar. So when we reset, you've had your hormones reset, meaning your brain and body aren't looking for sugar anymore, which is why it's not looking for alcohol anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And even in the past, when I wouldn't drink for periods of time, I would find myself gravitating to the gummy bears. Because I needed that sugar replacement. And that wasn't the case here. Ooh. And I really appreciated that fruit was such a central part of the plan.
Yes.
I love fruit, and it was always a treat. And I was like, I think as the program went on, the fruit got sweeter and sweeter and more exciting. That was a really big gift.
So for those watching it who are thinking, Rachel's going crazy, how does fruit get sweeter? She's exactly right. In the 40 days that it takes to reset your hormones, in the first week, you're still burning sugar. So understand that sugar tricks your brain into thinking that you need it, okay? When you remove sugar, literally week 2, week 3, week 4, you start eating the fruit, everyone says the same thing, like, oh my God, Dr. Goldman, a strawberry tastes so good. Sugar literally influences your brain and tells you that the sugar inside fruits is bad. Like it literally doesn't taste as good when you're burning sugar. The sugars inside fruit, oh my gosh, it's like, and I've bit into a strawberry and I go, my daughter and I, she's 6, we're like, why would you ever eat a piece of candy when you can have this? But that's because you're a fat burner. Sugar burner people have no idea what we're talking about right now.
That has been great. And of course, I've kept up on my fruit. I love that.
I'm glad you are. Keep doing that. I think that's one thing that people, for some reason, they eat lean meats, vegetables, and fruits for 40 days. They lose all this weight and they feel amazing. And then all of a sudden they stop eating fruit. And it's this old programming somehow of like, if you lost 20 pounds eating fruit, keep eating your fruit. Like there's so many phytochemicals. There's so many incredible minerals and elements that fight off cancer inside fruit. They're amazing. That's cool.
Yeah, that's been great. And you know, the whole program, I complained because I'm not a big vegetable person. It was a lot of experimentation for me to find vegetables that I enjoyed. But now that I have a really solid list of vegetables and pair that with how good I feel, the vegetables are so much more a part of my regular and permanent diet. And that really opens up a lot of opportunities for me, you know, when I'm traveling or when I don't always have control of what's on the menu, that's now another option I can go to instead of like, where's the mac and cheese?
That's huge. That is huge. You start to really have an appreciation for, and I think that's another thing that sugar ends up doing is it really distorts your taste buds. Foods start tasting good in general, not just fruits, but vegetables. And you get complex carbohydrates from vegetables too. You know, we on this program cook foods with an air fryer. And I think the air fryer to me changes it. I love broccoli and asparagus. And when things are a little more crispy, it's fun. To me, this has made vegetables more fun to eat.
Agree with that completely. And then there were some surprise things like the hearts of palm lasagna, which we made frequently. That was really, really good. And to be able to make our tomato sauce from scratch without any sugars, it was good.
It's so good. I had that hearts of palm lasagna. It is so freaking good. And I think, again, it's only good because you remove sugar out of your system and your brain's seeking fat. So it's not looking for sugar anymore. I think you can literally taste, you have to literally make your own fresh sauces, but you can taste the flavors inside real food.
Yeah. Really good. And to throw a bunch of veggies in there, it was delicious. So many more things. I have a list.
Tell me, go for it. Yeah, keep them coming.
So the one I noticed probably the earliest was how different my skin was. So I remember at week 2 noticing that I used to have like pinkness and a little bit of broken blood vessels right here, and they disappeared. And overall, my skin tone became more uniform. Wow. And that's saying a lot because, like we talked about, I have vitiligo. And so I'm always going to have differentiation in my skin tone, but it faded. It got less pronounced. And wow. I didn't think that would be possible. I don't even know how to describe that happening for me. But I had noticed it on myself, and within 24 hours, my husband made a comment about it as well. And I'm like, it must be true. You see it too.
That
was a cool one.
Cool. So cool. Literally skin clearing up. Unbelievable. I love that one.
Yeah. What else? So one of the things I told you in our very first phone call was I was sick of buying ski pants. I wanted to fit in. I had already gotten up a size and then up another size in ski pants. And I was like, I'm not buying another pair. This is end of story. These are expensive. And they were getting uglier as I was going up. And I'm like, I don't like this. When I was in day 50 and I got into the earliest, oldest, smallest, cutest ski pants that I own, and I couldn't believe it. And they were even a little loose on me. So whoa. I am so happy. That was one of my big goals. It was like mission accomplished.
I'm so proud of you. And, you know, so many people spend years trying to lose weight and do it with professional programs and I've had people spend over $30,000 with all kinds of stomach surgeries and all kinds of injections and all kinds of stuff. And you've done this naturally without starving yourself. And you're literally out of the program now. We're what, a month or so out of the program. And you're not only keeping the weight off, but you're continuing to keep it off. And you rechanged your life, your health. And just so proud of you. What's the change inside you emotionally?
Definitely confidence. Just the fact that I know I can do really hard things. I know that when I show up, I look good and I feel good. My clothes fit me better. I have more energy. I know that my brain is working better, so that's also lending to the confidence. And I work with entrepreneurial leadership teams, so I am like on all day and I have the energy to do it. I'm in the front of the room. I've got people staring at me all day and I'm feeling great.
Man, and how old are you, Rachel?
I am 53.
How many of you just heard what she said? How many women can say that at 53? This is what 53 is supposed to be like. Just so if you're listening to this and you're in your 40s and don't even feel like this, or your 30s and don't feel like this is what you're designed to be like. So I'm so proud of you, Rachel. Anything else you want to say? I'll close out our call.
Just a huge thank you. I don't think that it even sounds possible that in just, 2 months, you can completely turn over your life and be the person you want to be. That sounds like such a short and impossible window. And yet, like my list of benefits outweighed even my list of wishes. And to do that in 60 days is crazy incredible. So thank you.
Wow. If you guys are watching this and you're like, oh my God, I want to figure out how to do that, you can go to fast40weightloss.com and I've got some free resources. You can even book a call. That's what I love doing with all my patients. So if you're interested in losing fat and getting your life back, I love how you said that, Rachel, just literally to have your life back. That's what this is about. Go to fast40weightloss.com, download the free resources, or even schedule a call. And I look forward to meeting with you. Rachel, thanks for coming on and doing this.
Thank you.
Awesome.